The Force may be strong with Ryan Gosling, as he's reportedly in talks to join Shawn Levy's new Star Wars film. Plus, we're talking about the release date for Sonic the Hedgehog 4 and the latest Netflix price hike that's got everyone buzzing. Welcome to Movie Mornings, your daily dose of movie news with a cup of coffee. That's right, everybody. It is Wednesday, January 22nd. We are halfway there, my friends. That's a great cup. Hope you're warm. Hope you're staying warm. Hope you're staying hopeful. I don't know. It's Wednesday. It feels like it's like next Wednesday. You know what I mean? Jeez, that's so loud. Yeah. You know what? I'm excited. I'm excited for this first story because Lord knows we need some good Star Wars stuff. Now, granted, I actually personally really enjoyed Skeleton Crew. So just want to throw that out there before we jump into story number one. So let's kick things off with the big story here. Ryan Gosling potentially joining the Star Wars universe and what that could mean for the franchise. So Star Wars shocker Ryan Gosling talks to star in Shawn Levy's movie. This is from The Hollywood Reporter. I'm trying to see if the person's name is listed. It's not listed here. Tell you what, let's hide the reader. This is from Boris Kitt and Pamela McClintock. So there you go. If the deal makes, this would send the project into hyperdrive after 2 years of development and make it the next Star Wars movie to go into production. Ryan Gosling is headed to the galaxy far, far away. The three-time Oscar nominee is in negotiations to topline the Star Wars feature project that will be directed by Deadpool and Wolverine filmmaker Shawn Levy. He also worked on Alex Mack, just so everybody knows. Details on any Star Wars project are harder to acquire than plans for an orbital planet killer. That was not the right. We're doing great today, folks. And this one is no exception. Levy has been developing his Star Wars feature since 2022, and Jonathan Trooper, who collaborated with Levy on films such as This Is Where I Leave You and The Atom Project, which is, I really enjoyed The Atom Project, has been working on a script for over a year. Levy is also producing the feature via his 21 Labs banner, joining Star Wars steward Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm. It is unclear when Levy's project is set. Star Wars stories have run the gamut of hundreds of years, detailing the goings-on of a galactic republic turned dictatorship turned rebellion. Hey, that sounds familiar. It's also unclear if it concerns Jedis and their enemies, the Sith. It is, however, to be unconnected to the so-called Skywalker saga. The story centers around well-established and beloved characters Luke Skywalker and his father, Anakin. It is meant to be a standalone movie, sources tell The Hollywood Reporter. Lucasfilm had no comment on any impending deals or project details. Sources say that Gosling development is a late-in-the-game move for Levy's movie schedule. The filmmaker was eyeing it to direct a boy band movie set up for Paramount, which would have reunited him with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. I want to watch that as well. So please, Shawn Levy, please make that movie also. But Gosling's interest and involvement suddenly shifted the Star Wars project into hyperspace. If a deal makes the project, becoming not only Levy's next movie, but also the next Star Wars movie to go into production, with cameras potentially rolling this fall. The Mandalorian and Grogu wrapped in mid-December and will be released on May 22nd, 2026. Gosling's boarding will mark a rare occasion that a Star Wars feature brings aboard an actual A-lister. The original trilogy featured up-and-comers and British veterans. The prequels followed a similar model, although the film did bring on Liam Neeson. The Disney era saw J.J. Abrams also introduce a crop of rising stars, even if it brought back the original stars. In a bit of synchronicity, Gosling was name-checked for a Star Wars part back in 2013, when rumors spread online that he and Zac Efron were being eyed by Abrams for a familial part that may have eventually become Kylo Ren. Wow, can you imagine if Ryan Gosling had been Kylo Ren? What a weird world that would have been. Like, I mean, I would have liked it. Wow. What would that have meant for Adam Driver? Crazy. Does that mean Ryan Gosling would have been in Megalopolis? Is that what it's called? Megalopolis? I don't even know if that's what it's called. Listen, let's get back to the task at hand here. So, Shawn Levy, fantastic. I love Shawn Levy. He also did Free Guy. I mean, he's awesome. He's done some great stuff. Even like his Nickelodeon stuff from back in the day. I believe he did Animorphs, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that dude's been all over, and I love it. Honestly, it's just the freaking best. So him taking on a Star Wars movie, already super excited for it, obviously. And then you'd get Ryan Gosling, who I just adore. Ever since Barbie, I've been like I liked Ryan Gosling enough right throughout all the years and stuff. But like after he played Ken, like dude can do no wrong. Like, I mean, obviously he could do wrong. So, don't take that for a grain of salt here. But just ever since that, like I want to watch everything that dude does. He's awesome. Like he's just his Ken is just amazing, and like his performances, Ken, especially like at the Oscars and stuff, it's just so good, man. So seeing him be in a Star Wars movie, now let's not get too up in arms. Obviously, Star Wars fans are known for being very level-headed. So let's not get too concerned before we dive in here, lest we forget that Ryan Gosling, sure, he did Barbie. But he also did Blade Runner 2049. He also did Drive. So, I mean, dude is fine. Dude is a good actor. Just because he was in, one of the highest grossing movies of all time recently by playing a Ken doll does not mean that this guy can't act. So I'm very, very interested. Well, I don't really know what I would want to see Ryan Gosling do. Would I want to see him use a lightsaber? I mean, yes, obviously. I mean, that kind of goes without saying. But I could also see him being like, a Han Solo type. Here you go. Here's what you do. You get a Han Solo type with a lightsaber. Kind of like Skeleton Crew, but he's a good guy. I'll leave it at that, just in case spoilers and stuff. That's it. Honestly, I don't even want to come up with an idea of what they could do together, because I feel like anything that they're going to come up with is going to be better than anything I would think of. And like the Star Wars universe is so vast that they could literally do anything. So, I don't really want to put them in a box, Yeah, I'm down. Make him a retired pod racer, and it's really more of like a Days of Thunder type story. Joking, please don't do that. I mean, I'd still watch the crap out of that, right? Obviously. No, I'm excited for that. I think Ryan Gosling being attached to a Star Wars movie, seems like a good idea for everyone involved, and Shawn Levy too. I know some people have said like Shawn Levy's a very safe choice. That his movies, don't really take any big swings. I disagree. I think Shawn Levy makes very fan favorite movies. Free Guy is great. It's fun. Obviously, Deadpool and Wolverine was a good time. I don't know. I think he's gonna be great. And he just seems like a good dude. He also did. He either produced or directed All the Light We Cannot See, which was a little Netflix. I think it was a miniseries or a movie. It was something, but it was really good. It was about like World War II and stuff. Oddly apt for nowadays, interestingly enough. But from a galaxy far, far away to a blue blur speeding onto the screens, let's talk about the release date for Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Because, Sega fans, you want to get ready, because here's when you'll see Sonic back in action. Give me some chili dogs. Oh. Tails. I can't tell if that's a good Sonic impression. Let me know in the chat, because it's probably terrible. So this comes from Deadline. Anthony D. Alessandro writes, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 coming to theaters in spring 2027. By hook or by crook, even with new owners, Skydance bound to take over Paramount this year, there will be a fourth Sonic the Hedgehog, with the studio dating it March 19th, 2027. Interesting that we're going back to a March date. It did fairly well at the Christmas time. So it's interesting that we're going back to March, but hey, I'm down for whatever. That's a week before the Easter holiday for those keeping track. The news comes in the wake of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 becoming the highest installment in the franchise, which we talked about on Monday's episode with the box office hitting $1 billion at the global box office. Sonic, the entire franchise hitting $1 billion, not just that movie. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 opened to number 1 domestically for 2 consecutive weeks and debuted at number 1 in over 30 markets. The project is in development at this point in time. There are no director or star attachments at this time. Jeff Fowler has directed the trilogy to date. Jim Carrey plays Dr. Robotnik. Ben Schwartz, the voice of Sonic. Yeah. The only other studio with a wide release on March 19th is Universal, with an untitled film. An untitled Warner Brothers legendary MonsterVerse movie is set for Easter weekend, which is March 26th that year. So we're also getting a MonsterVerse movie. That's awesome. I love me some Godzilla and Kong. While studios have dated a ton of weekends with untitled releases, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is among a few hard titles scheduled so far. In 2027, there's also Avengers Secret Wars, which hits May 7th, the animated Warner Brothers movies Bad Fairies on July 23rd, and Margie Claus on November 5th. What the heck is Margie Claus? And Frozen 3 on November 24th. Man, what a banger year that's going to be. So we knew Sonic the Hedgehog 4 had been greenlit, which is no shock to anybody. But now we have a date, so we're coming out March 2027. So we got a little over 2 years to get ready for this. What do we think Sonic 4 is going to be about? Obviously, if you've seen Sonic 3, you know there's a post-credits scene and a mid-credits scene that could be kind of hinting at what we are to expect. I won't go into spoilers as of yet because I don't want to give anything away. But of course, Sonic 3 just hit digital. If you've not gotten a chance to watch it, you can head over to like iTunes or Prime or whatever and check it out there. It's good. I really enjoyed Sonic 3. There's a dance sequence with the Robotniks, and it cracks me up. There's also a musical segment set to Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys. And that part is also really freaking funny. So, yeah. What are we going to get from Sonic 4? Well, I think that obviously every character that was in this one that's still alive will return. I think that we could see probably like a teaming up, think less Avengers and more Dragon Ball Z. All right, like it's like, hey, me and you fought, but now we're gonna have to work together to take on the even badder guy. I think that's what we're gonna get. We gotta work together. I think that's gonna be kind of what we're looking at here. Which at this point there could be 5 people, so we're almost. I'm just gonna throw this out there. We're kind of looking at like a Power Rangers lineup. I mean, let's see here. We got no spoilers, but we got blue and yellow and red, and then we got a couple other colors. Yeah, I mean, if we wanted to go like full anime magical girl with it, this could be really good. I don't. At this point, I'm all in, baby. Sonic movies have gotten ridiculously better with each installment. Sonic 3 being legitimately one of my favorite movies from last year. So I don't really care what they do with the next one because it's gonna be. I trust them at this point. They've earned my trust, even if the trailer sounds stupid. If it looks like garbage, I trust them. Maybe we'll do time travel. Maybe we'll go back into the first movie or something. That's usually what happens when they run out of ideas, right? The Santa Claus 3, Shrek 4. Usually we revisit the first movie and mess up the timeline or something. I could see something like that, but hopefully not. Hopefully we're looking more at like a More like the Frieza saga. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Wikipedia exists for a reason. All right, moving on. Now that we've got Sonic's return on the calendar, let's switch gears and talk about a change that's hitting everyone's wallets, because Netflix just announced another price hack, and here's what you need to know. So, pulling this story up, this comes to us from Variety. Let me pull up the person that wrote it here, Todd Spangler over at Variety. So, Netflix is raising prices in the US again, including its first hike on ad-supported tier. Netflix is increasing subscription prices in the US and other markets, including the first hike on its ad-supported plan. The streamer revealed the prices increase along with its Q4 2024 earnings result Tuesday, when it announced its biggest ever quarterly increase in subscribers, with a gain of 18.9 million for the period. Isn't that great? Just they can make like the biggest gains in subscribers and then also crank up the price. Isn't that just wonderful? Don't you just love it? Don't you love capitalism? Love it. Under the new pricing in the US, Netflix's standard plan without ads will raise by $2.50, going from $15.49 to $17.99 per month. It's been 3 years since Netflix upped the pricing of the standard tier, which provides 2 simultaneous HD streams. In addition, Netflix's ad-supported tier will cost $7.99 per month, up $1 from $6.99. The price of the premium tier with 4 simultaneous streams will be $24.99 per month, up $2. The cost of adding an extra member to a primary account is increasing from $7.99 to $8.99 per month. $25 a month if you want the 4K stream. I believe that's the only way to get 4K. $25 a month. That's $300 a year for Netflix. Like, I really gotta look at our Netflix. I really don't think we watch it enough. I'm starting to think about like doing the whole like you pause your subscriptions until there's something good coming out. It's just such a pain in the butt to like remember to turn everything off and turn everything back on. Like, it's just annoying to have to do that. But my God, $25 a month is stupid. I mean, you remember when Netflix was like $10 a month for unlimited viewing, for unlimited rentals? Like $25. I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like an old man yelling at a cloud, but like, my God, that's stupid. I mean, like, we have AMC A-List. I can literally go to the theater and watch brand new movies, and it's $20 a month. So, I mean, I don't know. Just, never mind. I gotta keep my mouth shut because I don't want to get that explicit tag for the morning show. So, as we continue to invest in programming and delivering more value for our members, we will occasionally ask our members to pay a little more so that we can reinvest into further. Sorry, that ended the rest of the quote there. Let's see here. On the earnings call with analyst co-CEO Greg Peters said, "We believe that our starting price for standard with ads, even after the price increase, is an incredible..." There we go. In its last major U.S. price hike in October 2023, Netflix raised the price of the basic plan from $9.99 to $11.99 per month in the U.S. and upped the premium price from $19.99 to $22.99 in the U.S. and several other markets. It no longer has the basic plan with the standard with ads tier serving as the entry-level option. At that time of the cost, the streamers, announcing the Q4, we already know that, operating margin to be 29%. Netflix reaffirms its leadership position, blah, blah, blah. Netflix did not raise subscription prices in 2024, but execs said multiple times last year that rate increases were on the table. Wow, thank God they were on the table. On Tuesday, the company said ad-supported plans in Q4 accounted for over 55% of signups in its ads countries, and membership on the ads plan grew nearly 30% quarter over quarter. Extra member with ads offering. Yeah, you know what? That's great. I don't need any more, what's that called? Propaganda from Netflix. And we get it. You think you need more money. You think, you're doing great, but man, it really helps the customer if we can, have more money to make more movies and shows that nobody watches. Cause, Lord knows we need about 4 or 5 more Rebel Moons out there, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. All right. I'm a dad now. I can say that. But there you have it, folks. Ryan Gosling might be heading to the Star Wars galaxy far away. Far away. Sorry. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 has its release dates, and Netflix is making waves with another price increase. What do you think about Gosling potentially joining Star Wars, everybody? Are you excited for that? Do you want to see Ryan Gosling head up a Star Wars movie? Do you think that would usher in a new era of Star Wars? I know some people have said we're kind of in a slump right now. Personally, I've enjoyed pretty much everything they released. I thought Skeleton Crew is one of the best Star Wars projects they've done since Andor. If you've not checked out Skeleton Crew, highly recommend it. Are you excited for Sonic 4? And are you frustrated by the Netflix price hike? Or is it all just in my head? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I greatly appreciate it. And hey, if you enjoyed today's episode, obviously hitting the like button does way more than you think. It's not just to pat us on the back. It actually tells YouTube to share this with more people and helps us grow this awesome community that we're building together. So I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit that like button. Once again, thanks for watching, everybody. I, of course, will be back again tomorrow with another edition of Movie Mornings with your news update. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day today. I hope you get everything done that you're wanting to get done. And I hope that you're excited for reaching the middle of the week. We're halfway there, my friends. So once again, thanks for watching. And as always, have a hopefully awesome day. Goodbye.